There we go.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Long time no, long time no see.
Long time no podcast.
Podcast. Yeah, no shit. Oh, it's
Feels
been
weird
a,
to. I was
it's
gonna
been
say
a
it feels
weird off.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a weird off season. It doesn't feel like an off season, or at least we had one.
yeah, and
Because
the
like
fact that
winter.
we're starting 2 weeks late.
Yeah, because normally we've started by now, but um, I think it's just a mere fact that there was like no snow, no nothing, more or
Hmm.
less. That it just didn't. It didn't feel like anything.
Yeah,
You
felt like an extension of fall.
yeah, it was just like fall came and that was it.
Yeah, with like a couple of cold days here and there, and then dead grass.
Yeah, and dead grass. Yeah, and extremely hot, you know. But anyways, but here we are. It
Yeah,
just rolled right into the race season, and we're on season number 2 officially. With this podcast, I think we're on total. I think we're on what, season 6, like from us doing this.
2021. So yeah,
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, season 6. Holy shit.
that's
We've been doing
crazy.
this 6 years, bro. That's crazy.
Why are we not? Why are we not Happy Harvick or Happy Hour Harvick famous
Yeah.
yet?
I don't know. He gets paid a lot of money to do this shit.
Yeah, and
We
he
do
gets
it for
put
fun.
on like national shit. So I guess we need to work our way up.
I guess we need to talk to the people over at Bush Light. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, we need to get old Chastain on here, and I guess then we'll become a little more famous.
Yeah. But welcome to the show, everybody. As we kind of stated, I'll kick us off here. I'm Jordan Smith, driver of the 13 GAM, and yeah, I'll kick it over to this guy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jake Smith, driver of the '89 GAM and co-host of Hittin the Chip podcast. Happy to continue doing this, and as long as everybody likes watching and enjoying the content we provide, and you know, it's fun for us, so we'll keep doing
Yeah.
it as long as we can.
Yeah, it's been a good time. But I wanted to kind of kick us off here before we kind of get into last weekend's events. There's a lot of stuff we that has happened over the course of the last like few months that we obviously want to talk about with the racetrack and everything like that. But first thing we wanted to talk about was the passing of Jared Wall's son uh, with Chad Sutherland, and we wanted to give our condolences to him and the entire family. We know how much he meant to the racing world, and he was a great kid. 24 years old, and he unfortunately passed away a couple weeks ago. And so we just wanted to, give our condolences to him,
Well,
Jared and Jeremy, and everybody, the whole Wall family. Um, I can't imagine what they're going through, and just let them know that we're thinking about them for sure.
yeah, definitely. I'm sure we'll see him. Hopefully, we'll see him this weekend, and we'll go up and give him a big fat hug and
Yeah,
uh, give him the love. And I'm glad to see that everybody out in the racing community providing their prayers and condolences as well. So, just goes to show you how tight knit the racing community is, and they're there to support anybody and everybody for whatever happens in life. So, um, yeah, we'll miss him. He's a good kid, and prayers for his family.
yeah, absolutely. So without further ado, we had race number 1 on the season for the asphalt side of things at Colorado National Speedway. So the Cars Tour was in town, kicked off the year with a bang, so to speak. Um,
Literally,
literally, we'll get into that. Uh, that's it's so funny.
bang or boom. I don't know. Both.
Ah, fucking ouch is what it was. An ouch. But yeah, we didn't go to the racetrack. We've been slamming in the shop for the last like, oh no, probably 2 months or so, getting everything kind of tidied up. And so since we're going to be there for like the next what, 3 4 weekends, we decided to watch this one from our couch. And but got to see all the action. That was the night. That's the nice part. There was that announcement that they had now are like low budget has shifted and created like its own, I don't know, like page or
It's like
specific
Colorado National Speedway has its own like TV
TV
channel
channel.
instead of it
Yeah,
being I mean, it's still broadcast via low budget, but it's like their own TV instead of it being low budget TV. It's
right.
Colorado National TV or something like that.
Colorado National Speedway.tv, which yeah, I signed up for and got to watch the action. We can kind of go over real quick what the I know a lot of people already were there or at least know everything about it from at this standpoint, right? But you had the late models, the trucks, and then the super late models. So obviously the big ticket was the Cars Tour coming into town. Keelan Harvick came back to the racetrack this year, but in a super late, not in a pro late model this year. So that was kind of fun to see.
Well, he'll be in the
But
pro late later in the year.
huh?
He'll be in the pro late later in the year.
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
bet you, because he's run the pro late in the Cars Tour West already. So
True.
I wouldn't doubt that he comes back and runs the pro late again.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for them too because I saw a post. I don't know who posted it the other day, but like Colorado National Speedway is one of the top 3 most attended short tracks in the country
Well,
for
was
local
it
racing.
what is it? Is it Tom Huddleston that was he's like one of the producers and owners of Cars Tour and owns a couple of tracks, and he does the announcing for the Cars Tour West, and he had said that during the driver intros, I do believe, like right
Yeah.
after they did the uh, national anthem or right before it or something like that. So pretty awesome that all the big tracks around the country, especially like Bowman Gray and Owasso, stuff like that, that we're getting top 3 in the country for attendance. So hats off to the fans and racing community for keeping it alive here in Colorado.
Absolutely. Which I mean, normally in April we don't see the biggest of crowds because it's usually, it's colder still, and or I should say early May because they don't even race in April anymore, just practice. But we don't usually see the biggest of crowds. I mean, usually it's still way more than what most people around the country see,
Mm-hmm.
but like in as far as like what we're used to, it's usually not the packed crowd. So it was really good to see that the place was pretty packed last Saturday, like for opening night. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a great testament to the marketing and everything that they've done so far. Because scrolling through social media, I mean, you saw it all over the place, which is fantastic.
Yeah. When you always kind of wonder, like, well, how are you going to start the year off with a big touring series coming to town, your very first race, and it didn't disappoint. So, yeah,
Right.
that was good scheduling to start off the year with a bang.
I liked it. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if everybody has that same sentiment, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great way to kick off the season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only other downfall is I feel for, the late model drivers and the truck drivers because they only got to race just the main event. They didn't get to do a heat race or anything. So,
Yeah, in what was it? The late model started first, and it was like driver intros. Okay, get in your car. You're getting ready to go.
literally, yeah, they just
Yeah.
went from driver intro and jumped right in and went.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you look at years past where they've had 4 or even 5 divisions on the label for that night, and then you're getting home at midnight,
Mm-hmm.
and weather happens, you're kind of SOL. I liked how it was just the 2. I think they could have probably put in the heat races at that point, but I understand it because you went from qualifying, and then if you just do 2 heat races, per division, and then you turn around and you're going to do those mains anyways, you're
Mm-hmm.
just pushing the time frame back further. And again, like because it's early, it's cold. But
Yeah.
yeah, it would have been nice to at least see a heat race at
Yeah.
least for them.
Well, and now foreshadowing it afterwards, that having the incident, which we'll talk about, get everybody's opinion on.
Yeah.
That was 45 minutes or however long it was, or 20 minutes. I can't remember what they said of how big of a delay that was, but Um, had you done heat races and then you did that and delayed it even further, like, like I get it. But they did have an LCQ for the super late models on the docket
Yeah,
to go before. I think it was scheduled before the mains,
correct.
and
It
then the
was. It
mains, and
was
then the
on the
supers.
schedule.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you could have used that time, but at the same time, it's like you said, you don't want to be getting people getting home at midnight. So, just get it going as soon as possible.
Yeah. It's a fine balance. I mean, do I think it was that detrimental? No. I mean, just look at it from the standpoint of your tires. You get to save tires for the third night finally. But
Yeah,
well, I don't know. Do they don't get to
they
they're
have
not on three
tire.
nights. They're
I think they're on 2 nights,
two
both
nights
the
still.
late models and the pro trucks. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
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 it
the
was a good
the
race.
yeah, both races were great. I mean, I think it was both races started off. They were what, side by side for, like, it seemed like the first 8-10 laps, and then they finally kind of got a little strung out. The trucks were like the front two, because what, Tyler Davis started up front, and I can't remember who was on his outside, but they were side by side for what it seemed like forever, and they had the other top trucks right on their tail, and it was good 5-6 truck race right there for the first, what, 10-12 laps, it felt like.
Yeah, and then once Travis Rowe got out front, I mean, you just wondered at that point because he's had some really good success in that truck, but
Mm-hmm.
they've been working on that thing and working on that thing, and I mean, Yaki got behind him, and he'd gain a little in I think it was 1 and 2. He'd gain on him going. It was just on entry. He had nothing for him on exit of the corner on
Mm-hmm.
either corner. Um, and you had you at the edge of your seat, right? Like you were just
Mm-hmm.
wondering, is he gonna get there? And then the laps are dialing down, and he'd get close and then lose a car length, and get close, lose a car length,
Mm-hmm.
and you were just wondering what kind of move it was going to take to, um,
When he dove it in there
possibly.
on that last lap,
He did throw it in there on that last
he did
lap.
throw it in there.
I mean, I don't mind that as long as you don't take the guy out. That's where you. But he didn't. I mean, he
No,
he he
he
didn't
was
do
just
it.
trying to get a
So
bumper to the his front bumper to the rear, and see what happens.
right.
So,
But yeah, I thought it was fantastic from run up front to all the way through the top five, mid pack stuff going on. There was great racing all over the racetrack, especially in the
mhm.
trucks. Um, so yeah, hats off. I thought it was awesome. It was great to watch. You always wonder about opening night of like, are people going to drive over their heads? Is there going to be any issues, anything like that? And
No,
all those guys and gals went out there and kicked ass, in my
yeah,
opinion.
and the late models, they didn't have as many cars. I mean, they were about equal with 15, 16 pro trucks. One didn't start, and then 13 pro or late models. One didn't start, so it was 15 and 12. And I mean, late models still put on a pretty good show. Tessa Marine, she led a good amount of laps, and even when Eric Meisner caught her, and they were battling side by side, it was
He didn't
like,
drive away from her.
no. And he even said that too. Like, it was a good battle, and I think what, they had a late caution with like 6 to go or something like that.
Yeah, it was late, and uh,
She got stuck on the outside.
well, and I don't want to I don't want this to come across as like brash or like bashing her decision to choose the outside, but the car was working so well down low, and she was keeping pace with them. I wish
Hmm.
she would have chose the bottom lane instead of the top lane
Yeah.
because I think she'd have had a better shot. Because yeah, once she got hung out to dry, then it was
Yeah, it
over at
just
that
didn't
point.
seem like the car wanted to rotate as good up
Yeah.
top as it did on the bottom. 'Cause she was running that bottom really well.
It was
And
rolling. Like that
yeah.
car was rolling, and she was doing a hell of a job.
Hmm.
So hats off to her for sure. I was getting really, really excited for her because I thought hopefully late in that race she might just find something to be able to, get up to his bumper. But
Hmm.
and then that caution came out, and that kind of just changed things overall.
Yeah.
Michael Hanna, he had a hell of a race. He was catching both of them,
Yeah.
and
Caleb
uh,
Johnson, I think he started more mid to back of the pack, and he drove
mhm.
his way up to third. So that kid can drive.
I got to give a shout out to my boy Blue, Mr. Tanner Scarberry,
Oh yeah.
for for his first
So is it
race.
Boy Blue or Boy Strawberry?
Boy Strawberry. We're gonna go with Boy Red.
Boy Red. There you go.
My boy Red. I'm gonna give him a T-shirt that says that. Tanner was my spotter last year. If you don't know Tanner, he's a fantastic kid. Absolutely love him, and so was pulling for him for sure. Had some good conversations with him over the course of the last few weeks when he got the nod to get that ride. So I'm super happy for him. I'm glad he's back behind the wheel. He's a really good kid and he's a damn good driver. So, but yeah, I think both, like I said, both races were fantastic. The late model race was great. The truck race was great. It was good to see a good kickoff to the season. That's for sure.
On yeah, and Krista Hilton come back and finally got back in the race car in that fantastic looking ride she's got. And I told her, was it 2 Saturdays ago when we went and practiced? It's like, I wouldn't even take that on the track. That thing needs to be in a museum. Like that is a showpiece.
Yeah.
So she's like, heck no, I'm racing the shit out of that. Like, hey, I'm glad you're doing it, but man, that car is one nice looking piece.
He's anything like her dad, it's going to need some new fenders soon.
Yeah, well, let's hope not. Let's hope she keeps that in one piece. No
front fenders, not rear.
Yeah, front fenders for sure. Hopefully, he's got a stock of bumpers.
But anyways, congratulations to Travis Rowe and congratulations to Mr. Meisner. Good job, both. I mean, both of you guys did a fantastic job and kept the nose clean and had a really good race. So
Travis Rowe sounded like he needed oxygen after that race. Did you hear him?
And he's stacked too. Like he's a built kid.
I mean, shoot, if I win a race, I'm probably going to be the same way, but worse. But yeah, it sounded like he needed to take a couple-minute break before he just gets a microphone stuck in his face.
It's always funny, like hearing interviews after the race, because I always go back in my mind to Will Ferrell in the movie Talladega Nights, where I'm just waiting for that moment. Yeah, what do I do with my hands? What do I do with my hands? You just expect somebody at some point is going to do that. But
before we talk about the super late model race, talking about interviews, I don't know if anybody noticed during that lap 100 competition caution in the super late model race. Anybody that was watching it on TV, man, I feel bad for Darren Robertson, because Huddleston was interviewing him, and you can't really put the microphone up to the helmet, right? Because you're not gonna be able to hear anything. Normally, you could probably stuff it underneath the chin and hear him.
Yeah, normally it's like underneath.
It was like right here.
It was in his nose, like in his eyeballs.
And you can tell he could tell, like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why is it? Okay, I guess, yeah, the car, I don't know why it's over here. Oh my God, I have water in here.
Seriously, he stuffed that in there, and it was because with Jason stuff, he kind of had it tilted where it was kind of down. And you could see his face, and then Darren, it was like right in his nose. Like, so.
If everybody at the racetrack didn't see that or has low budget, go back and watch and just go to that spot. I don't know what part of the timing of the video it is, but just go to when they did the 100-lap break and watch Darren Robertson's interview, because the camera had it at perfect angle too. It was just hilarious.
Yeah, that was a bright and shining moment on top of the.
And you can tell he's kind of like, what the fuck, dude? Get that camera out of my nose. Get that microphone out of my nose.
I really like Huddleston. He's a great guy. He's so. You could totally tell he's from California too. 100%.
And I just love how energetic he is.
Very energetic. But I think I've heard the word cool. You could play a drinking game with how many times he says the word cool.
If this had vodka in it, I'd drink the whole thing, because that's not how many times he said it.
Seriously. Oh man, you just find those one little tick words that everybody kind of catches on to, and they just throw it in there all the time. That's his word, is the cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. That's so
Um,
cool. That's so cool. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about the 150.
yeah. I'm actually surprised there wasn't more cars that showed up, because especially with how long in between the last race and this race there was, that they didn't pull at least maybe 5 or 6 more cars, and I believe that's probably why they wanted to do an LCQ, is because they were probably hoping they'd pull 5 or 6 or more cars. But either way, the drivers that showed up put a hell of a show on. I thought it was great from start to finish, because it seemed like there was guys that and gals, um, they just played different strategies throughout the start and middle of that race and late in the race. You had some people going up and, all right, I'm going to take the lead and I'm going to try and stretch it out, and didn't really care much about the tires. Then you had some that were just hanging out mid pack, and then you had some that were just in the back waiting their time, waiting for that 50 lap break, or the 50 to go break, and to make their move. Because I mean, with this close of competition, if you're at least mid to up front, I'd say 12th or higher, if you're right in that area, you can, in 50 laps, you can make a pretty good move, especially if you can move around the track and go high, go low. I thought the strategies were very interesting, but I thought overall it was a great race. It kind of sucks with a couple of drivers having some incidents. Was it Michael Scott early there had a
Mhm.
what was a right rear or right front tire issue.
There's a right rear
Um,
going down from
yeah,
what they said on the
and then
broadcast.
he got lapped like 3 or 4 times, and then finally went in, and they ended up like multiple laps down. So good contender that had just an unfortunate issue. Cassidy Hines, she was doing pretty damn good. I think she wasn't. Didn't she start on the pole? Like not the pole, but on the front row. I can't remember. I know she started up close to the front, and she was hanging up there pretty good for a good portion of that race, and then just battling with Kyle Ray midway through the race, and just had an unfortunate, I think, electrical issue. The car kept shutting out of or something.
Yeah, she made it to lap 52.
Yeah, it's about halfway, and then well, just under halfway, I guess.
Yeah.
I had an electrical issue, so kind of
But dude,
stinks.
the crazy thing was qualifying. The top 10 were less than a tenth.
Less than a tenth. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was nuts.
Yeah, it was. I've never seen that there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure way back in the day and maybe in the 2000s and stuff, but I mean, since we've been going there more over the course of the last, like 8 to 10 years, um, I haven't seen it that close where the top
Mm-hmm.
10 is that close in time. So that
Mm-hmm.
when I saw that, I knew it was going to be a really good race. Like it could
Yeah.
be anybody's race at that point. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
come down to who manages the tires really well, which I thought was
Right.
very interesting too. And maybe we can touch on that for a second. But they were doing driver interviews from Friday's practice, and they were talking to some of the new fresh faces and some even the veterans of the racetrack there, like Cody Vanderwall and stuff. And they were really focused on the bumps and how um, you know how the racetrack has kind of developed over the course of the last few years. And a lot of the consensus there was, a lot of people thought that the bump in 1 and 2 has gotten a little bit more character, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
over the course of this last off season, which I thought was very interesting. I haven't hit the track yet, so I can't talk to it. But you've been out there in practice already,
You,
so
oh yeah, I mean, you can see it. Like if you're sitting on the backstretch grandstands and you're watching cars come out of two, there's a certain angle. If you come out of it, yeah, the rear of the car goes up and down like big time. Not like, just kind of like a It's like a like it's got a hump to it. So,
yeah,
but that makes it for interesting, and puts more driver into the car, because you either hit it and get the car upset, or you pick that line that you're not going to hit it, and you got to stay at that line.
yeah.
So Yeah, it's getting more character into it for sure.
Yeah. I just thought it was very interesting that that was one of the focal points that they wanted
Yeah.
to talk about, which, you look at a lot of racetracks around the country, and there are something like Tucson is just abrasive as hell. It's
Hmm.
pretty smooth, but it is abrasive as hell. That concrete is or not the concrete, the asphalt is not forgiving.
No.
Here you run here, and the asphalt's newer, but you just have to deal with those few whoops. Like there's one in
Hmm.
turn 3, and then there's that big one coming off of 2.
Hmm.
And I think it just, yeah, it makes it more challenging for the drivers, and especially the ones that travel that aren't used to that.
Yeah.
It throws them for a loop, but it makes it more fun. It makes it more entertaining, and like to your point, it makes the driver really have to focus, and you really got to hit your marks at that point.
Hmm.
Otherwise, shit's going awry.
Yeah. I'd be interested to hear in the or at least see in the comments. Not here. I can't hear a text message, but at least when we went and practiced 2 Saturdays ago, and then last Wednesday, um, there's a little bit of a bump coming out of 4. Like I kind of felt when you come off of 4 and you're just starting to kind of make that angle toward the wall, that the car just kind of has a quick little bump to it, like just like almost like a wheel hop, you know. And the same thing, it's like you got to hit it just right in order to not upset the car. So I'd be interested to see in the comments if anybody else has that sentiment or has felt that in their car. Oh, we lost Jordan. So yeah, so if you're in the comments as a driver, or even the tech people and officials and track crew, let me know what you think, because yeah, there's definitely like a little bit of a hump, I feel, unless it was just me just getting a lot of side bite out of the car and it just started wheel hopping on its own. I don't know, but just kind of felt like there's just that little bit there. So gotta love technology and internet, especially when you're trying to get your house ready to sell. Yeah, just got a text message. Hold on, an internet issue. Yeah, right. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I don't know. Internet just, I don't know, being funky for a second. But anyways,
I was talking about the hump, so I asked anybody in the comments that has been out on the track or some of the officials if they've noticed or felt that little kind of small hump coming, like not hump, but just like a couple little bumps coming out of 4.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
like you
it's
said,
it's
it puts character into the track and then makes drivers have to get up on the wheel.
it does. I mean, at some point, I think if it gets so bad that you look at, resurfacing it, but for right now, I think it differentiates you from everybody else. I mean, this CNS is definitely not an easy place to try and navigate around. 1 and 2 is an easier turn, if you will, but the 2 turns are vastly different, and how you approached the turns are vastly different.
Mm-hmm.
So, and those guys even talked about it on the broadcast, which I thought was pretty interesting. So I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, but
Yeah.
looking at the race itself, the early on, I mean, the first 20 laps were freaking phenomenal. I mean, it was side by side racing. Um, there was, again, like, because it was so close in competition, the top 10, people were making all kinds of crazy moves and going into the front. Shoot, Cody Dempster, I mean, he hadn't done a whole lot of
Oh
racing
man.
locally here over the course of the last couple seasons, but I mean, shit, man, I thought he was a goner. I thought he was gonzo. Like, I thought he was out in front leading the way for a good portion of that race.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, damn, is he? I mean, he's going to take it. And then, again, it comes down to the tire management and everything else. But
I'll tell you what though, watching him race, he is not afraid to pinch and get door to door with you on the high side and keep you down there. He ain't
no,
giving you 1 inch of room on that
no.
racetrack. And I mean, it's not, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
Uh, it's not rough racing or anything bad like that. But everybody he was around, you could tell it was like, I'm gonna race you. I'm gonna race you close, and they, everybody raced pretty clean with him. I thought. I mean, there was some tire rub on his car and some other people's cars, but I just was like, damn, he is squeezing the shit out of people.
Yeah. And then, I mean, Jace was running up front. Keelan Harvick, he was good early, but then the car just didn't have that same speed. And they talked about it on the broadcast, and I thought he would have changed up his plan a little bit and at least ran more mid-track to high track after watching his dad do what he did last year.
Mm-hmm.
And he just never did. He was just parked it on the bottom and stayed there the whole race.
Yeah, it is interesting because you're used to seeing him when he races, he wants to be up front and he's going to stay there. Like, it kind of seems like tire management isn't really a priority for him. It's going to be on there.
It is and it isn't. I think he wants to
be
like up front and then manage at that point.
But yeah, usually you're used to seeing him up front, so kind of seeing him mid-pack, it was like, interesting. Mm-hmm. What's their strategy going on? So, but I thought it was a good race overall.
No, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was really good. That 91 car, I think he's out of Missouri, because I saw something about him racing normally at I-44 at Lebanon.
Yeah, he does more of the Cars Tour East races.
Yeah. So, I mean, same thing. He took off and made it to the break, and you're like, damn, I think this kid might have it in the bag too. Mm-hmm. Right before the break, he was outclassing the field by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
3 seconds. Maybe even more than that. I don't remember exactly what kind of lead he had, but it was a big freaking lead. And, they got to the break and he said, I'm just trying to pace myself. I'm not trying to overdrive the car. And then you were wondering, okay, well, what's it going to be like after they take the green flag? And sure shit, I mean, he still was out, and then over. We wonder how much Jason actually, as well as I do it, and
I feel like we're gonna lose you.
And as well as I, I'm a phenomenal race car driver. So, can you hear me now?
I can. You're just.
Can you hear me now?
You're cutting in and out, and you're very fuzzy.
I don't know what's going on. Hold on.
First episode, technical issues. And I think we're about to lose them. I think I need a new co-host. Oh, now we...
Never fails, dude. Every time.
I have 2 of you on my screen now.
Do you really?
Yeah. There's one of your face just frozen like this.
Is there only one of me on the broadcast?
I'm watching Facebook too, and yeah, there's one just frozen.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Oh well.
There it goes. It went away.
Okay.
I just mentioned, I was like, technical issues. First podcast of the year. I was like, I need a new co-host.
Seriously. I'm fired.
But anyway, let's
go ahead,
because I know a lot of people want to talk about the biggest highlight of the night. But official results for the super late models. 17, obviously, Taylor Mayhew won, Dylan Bates, Jace Hansen, which that shock issue late in the race there after 5 laps after the break. That's unfortunate, but I mean, he made it work. He kept the top 5, so hats off to him. Then you had Keelan work back up to 4th, and then Cody Vanderwall in his Newport City come home with fifth. So I think he even said he had a little bit, there's something going on in the car. I think he said he went down a cylinder or something like that. I can't remember his posters. I thought I think
Yeah,
he
he
said he
said he
went
was.
down a cylinder or something.
Yeah, he said he was down a cylinder.
Yeah. So hey, to bring it home fifth with only 7 of them things working, pretty damn good.
Not
Must have been a
bad.
really damn good car. So yeah, good way to kick off the start of the year. And hey, if it wasn't for the Cars Tour West series coming into town to make CNS famous, which I mean it's already famous, so this isn't anything new. But the spectator drags, the circle drags, making CNS famous. Everybody has seen it. The Flow Racing posting it like 5 minutes after it happened, and I think within like an hour it had like over 100,000 views on it, and like what 300 comments or something like that. It went so viral, and I think even a lot of the news around Denver posted it and talked about it. Oh my God, that guy! I wonder what his wife thinks. I really would love to know who this guy is and maybe bring him on the podcast and talk about it. Be like, hey, you wanted to go out and get your one lap of fame. Well, you did. Sucks that it's at the expense of your daily driver, but damn.
The comments section, like you said, on social media for that video was top notch.
Oh God.
Absolutely top notch.
Well, and then the fact that Willie B interviewed him before he went out there and was like, "Don't wreck the daily driver. Don't wreck the daily van. Your daily van, man." And then your wife will be pissed. And then he wrecks. And then like 2 minutes afterwards, he's like, "Oh man, your wife's gonna be real pissed now." Like,
oh my God. I mean, he should have just stayed in it, like stand in it. The minute you lift is when you're screwed.
Yeah.
You meet the concrete jungle wall at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the fact that that's now had 2, I do. Okay, here's also the other thing. I've seen some comments out there like, this shouldn't happen. They shouldn't have circle drags. It's an entertainment thing. You sign a waiver. You know the risk when you do it. It sucks for when this happens because then guys like Scott and everybody else have to clean this shit up, and it just creates a delay and everything else. But they've had some really good ones in the past where it's been super entertaining. But holy crap, man! Like you just destroyed your daily driver.
Destroyed it, dude. Like there is no ifs, ands, buts about it. But I couldn't even tell you how many tracks out there that run the circle drags. Freedom Factory runs the circle drags.
Yeah.
And it's a huge hit. I mean, they have nights where they just only do circle drags. So it's like for those people that don't or haven't been here to see it, like we've talked about it, that I love it, but I hate it. The only thing I hate was when they do like 20 or 30 of them, and it takes like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like if you kind of try to cut it down to like 10 or 12 or something like that, that would be great. But yeah, it's a huge entertainment. The fans love it, and it gets fans to pay into it to do it. So I mean, why not?
I just think it's super funny for those few that come out there with like their fire suit and their custom helmets and stuff like that to do the circle drags. Like, bro, you can go buy yourself pure stock. It'll be a lot easier and a lot safer. Just saying, if you really want to get into this, come join us at that point. Get more than one lap in.
Well, I think it's the funniest thing too, or one of the funnier things is that the guy took his actual license plate off. Because in the video, you can see when they're pulling the car up onto the flatbed that it had a Colorado license plate, and then they had a camera view of it on the back, and it was a Wyoming plate that said "Your daddy." Your daddy. Like, no, you ain't anybody's daddy today. No, not anymore.
Daddy got fucked up.
Daddy gonna sleep on the couch is what's gonna happen.
Oh my God. It was we're sitting there watching it and Nicole's sitting there on the couch, and I'm like, I saw him off of 2. get loose. You actually
Mhm.
saw it on the previous corner. I mean, that thing kicked sideways and then he went down towards the bottom of the racetrack. And I'm like, oh shit, he almost spun out.
Yeah.
And then she looked up. I was like, watch this. And then he goes into turn 3, and then you just see the tires lighten up. And I was like, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, especially
And
with
then
that
when it
heavy and top heavy of a car, worst thing you could have did.
should have threw some weight in the back,
Yeah,
would have helped him.
shit.
Oh
Well,
man.
because we went to AutoZone the other day to get some stuff, and yeah, the guy at AutoZone's like, "You," because we're there all the time. So one of the guys knows us, and he's like, "Did you guys see that that circle drag wreck on Facebook at the Car National Speedway this weekend?" Like, yeah, we watched it live on the broadcast. Yeah, you saw that? Oh yeah, it's been super viral. And then our uncle calls us today and talks about it. It's like, yeah, it's gone viral. And my
Oh
uncle's not even on Facebook, and the fact
yeah.
that he saw it and heard about it, that's the hilarious part.
Oh man. Yeah, I to your point, like there's been times where uh yeah, you have like 30 of them things, you're like, oh god, this is such a huge delay, but it is entertaining. I mean, I enjoy it. I like watching them. It's always funny seeing the passenger hanging halfway out the window with their phone trying to capture everything, and that's the reason why you don't do that,
Yeah,
because you never know what'll happen.
yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely a viral moment for sure.
John on here. I think he did throw some weight in the back. That's where the tire flew out of. Yeah. The fact that he hit so hard and a freaking spare tire popped out from underneath it and then finished the race for him. That's even the best part there is the fact that he technically finished the race. The tire finished the race for him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was I'm glad the dude was okay though. That's for
Mhm.
sure. I mean, I'm glad he was
Yeah.
smacking driver's side like that
Yeah.
into the front stretch wall. I mean, that was my first worry, was obviously not only dumb shit move, but making sure that the guy was all right.
Well, and then Willie B's like, all right, we got over 5,000 witnesses here. We're gonna take this thing and go dump it out on I-25 against the guardrail. Everybody here's a witness. He wrecked this on I-25, just in case the insurance wants to know what happened.
Yeah, I don't think you can call the general after that one.
I don't think Jake from State Farm's showing up on this one.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
I'm wearing khakis today.
Oh, you are in khakis. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
right.
in khakis today.
That's true. But great race. I think great race weekend.
Great
Like
start
I
of the
said,
year.
great start to the year. I thought it was fun. It was great to watch it and finally get to see some racing. Finally, like I said, it's been kind of a weird off season, and um,
Some
been a
great looking
long.
cars and designs. So be
Yeah, there's
proud
some
of
really good
everybody
looking
for
vehicles.
updating their stuff this off season. It's good to see. There's a lot of people that got some good new sponsorships and stuff. So that's great that companies are coming out and sponsoring and supporting local small drivers, or not small drivers, but small track drivers. So yeah, it's good.
Mhm. Couldn't help but notice all the fix it 24/7 stuff in all the shitters. That was that's funny. Yeah, hey, good for the racetrack. That's all I
Right?
can say. It's good for the racetrack. They're getting some really good partnerships out of this, and super
Hmm.
happy for them. So,
I
um,
There was one thing. Oh god, I just had it in my head. You said something. Oh yeah. So we were talking about this in the shop yesterday, and we noticed that the start restart zone was moved up from just exit of turn 4 to like start of the straightaway. So
yeah.
is anybody that's here watching, uh, drivers and officials, did they officially move the start and restart zones up, or was that just for the Cars Tour race this weekend? I would really like to know because I don't know. I can't tell if I like the idea yet or not. I'm on
I
the
thought it was
fence.
just for the Cars Tour. Jake's under the impression that it is permanent.
Yeah.
So, because I know they did that last year where they used that same kind of start box. Yeah, Cars Tour only. That's what I
Cars
thought.
Tour on there. Okay. I
Okay.
was gonna say I feel like if this is a permanent thing, there's gonna be a lot of tire spinning on restarts. going forward. So it's good to
I
know.
wish they had a box, but we already went down that road. I fought that good battle and was told no. So,
I don't get why there's not, but
I fought that battle. I fought
every
it.
track,
I tried. It
every
did not
track
work.
in America has it.
I know. But anyways,
Yeah,
good first race.
yeah.
And really looking forward to the 2026 season. Uh, like you said, there's some. I'm really looking forward to this weekend to get out there and go
Mhm.
watch and see how many cars show up, because I know the pure stocks and the super stocks are going to show out. But if there's any indication of what we've been hearing, there is going to be a shit ton of modifieds this year.
Mhm.
You can speak.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, this last time we were at the track, so last Wednesday, we paid for our pit stalls, and I was talking to Cindy Robb, and she was talking about how the pits on a lot of nights, especially with modifieds running, might be packed. So that whole new rule of nobody gets two pit stalls for one car is definitely a thing, because there are 38 modifieds at least registered for the 2026 season. Now, granted, guys like Kyle Ray, he might make one or two races. Jace Hansen, he might do
Yep.
one or two or three. Um, you have drivers out there like Darren Clark, who knows if he's coming back or not, but they did count on it because they're. I have heard that he has his secondary car or a new car or something like that that is put together that he might run. Um, but that just goes to tell you that there's probably at least 28 to 30 drivers that could show up on any given night,
Mm-hmm.
which that's damn good, I think,
Mm-hmm.
for the modifieds, because we've been growing it and it's been slow, but the fact that a lot of people are moving to modifieds this year and we have a boatload of new drivers coming into the series this year, that's awesome, and I
Mm-hmm.
cannot wait. And we were even talking to Owen, uh, like, what are you going to do? Because you can't start if 38 drivers show up.
They show up. Say everybody shows up.
Say everybody shows up, which they also thought there's probably 4 or 5 that haven't even registered yet. So let's just call it 40 show up. What are you going to do? Are you going to run a B main? How are you going to do it? Because you can't have 40 cars on the track. You can only have to do 26, 28 at most. 30's pushing it. I don't know if I'd like 30, but maybe it's doable. But you can't do 40. That's for damn sure. So they were even thinking maybe a B main, or splitting them kind of like the Legends and do the Grand
Yeah.
American Modifieds and fast Grand American Modifieds. Which, if that's the case, then that's not a terrible idea, I don't think. Because then, as a modified driver, if you're in that just the Grand American Modified, which we call the slow Grand American Modified, um, that makes you really want to be up in that fast Grand American Modified. So your focus is going to have to be on qualifying. You're going to have to qualify into that top half in order to be there. So um, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens this weekend, but it'll be interesting if, say, 30 plus show up. What are we going to do? We're going to run a B main?
Well, I mean, in my mind, yes. I've never been. We've talked about this on previous episodes and whatnot, but I've never been a huge fan of the split it down the middle, or because essentially I mean, they take what to 24 or whatever, 26, and then they put the rest of them in there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I think just run an old fashioned B main, and then allow the top two to transfer to the A like they used to. I
Mm-hmm.
love that format. It's what we grew up on. It's the traditional way. I mean, I know I like the things the way there's parts of the way that things used to be that I really enjoy, and I think that's definitely one of them. because then it gives you a shot. And essentially, you have a bad qualifying effort, but your car is really good. Gives you an opportunity to get up in there, and definitely not an advantage because you already got 20 plus laps on your tires from a B main.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go up to an A main, but it just makes it entertaining. It really puts emphasis on you're not just going out there trying to win a trophy at that point. You're going to go win a trophy and get a shot at the running the main feature. So, if it ends up being that way, I mean, it'll be really interesting to see how many of them show up this weekend for sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Like I said, on top of that, the Pure Stock Super Stocks, they've been showing out the last few years. They've been the biggest classes on the docket, and to see the modifieds have that many of them registered, I mean, that's fucking awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and there's some good shoes, man. There's some really good shoes.
Yeah.
So
there's good cars, good shoes in those cars. So it's going to be a tough season modified wise. Because previous years you had at least 6 to 10 people that could win on any given night. And now you're going to throw in like another 10 to 15. So, I mean, there's probably 20 drivers could probably be a winner on any given night. Just depends on where you start, how you qualify, and managing how you race through traffic.
Yeah, it's going to be a good season. I'm excited to see how many figure eights show up too. I don't know what the car count's going to be like for them. I hope to God we get some more of them. Obviously, the entertainment factor there is one of the best when they have a full fleet of cars. So we'll see. We'll see after this weekend. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a really good show. It's supposed to be nice, thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully.
This fucking snowstorm that came out of nowhere.
Hey, we talk about it all the time in previous years. If it's gonna rain or snow, do it in the middle of the week.
Middle of the week.
Do middle of the week.
Yeah. So
it's interesting. Sunoco didn't renew their sponsorship for the GAM, so this year it is now the Inland Truck Parts and Service Grand American Modified. So
yes,
it's kind of a mouthful. So I see that old A-Rod is on here watching. That's going to be a mouthful for you. Good thing you are kind of in public, broadcasting and publications already, because I know I'd probably slip up and do tongue twister like at least 6 or 7 times if I was in your spot. So
we would trip over our own words and say something that would totally offend somebody.
Yeah. Towers night out.
Yeah, I'm never living that down. Never living that down.
Nope.
No.
I'll never let you live that down.
The number one person who's not going to let me live that down is Mark Bremkamp. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, Mark or Brian Sanders. I know he made a big comment about that when you said that.
They both got
tow trucks.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to go down there. I'm not going to defend myself.
Yeah, just take it. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it is double feature night, so let's put on a good show this weekend. We all have our thoughts on double feature nights, but essentially it's just 10 extra laps on your tires. So it'll be interesting, but put on a good race this weekend.
Keep them clean.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the nose clean.
What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say I know we haven't done this in a very long time. Bring back green flag, black flag. So I do have a topic of conversations, because again, there's multiple things that we could talk about that have happened over the off season. But green flag, black flag for you, your thoughts on the new drag strip that is currently taking place down the pit road. What are your thoughts? I put him on the spot. Great.
I don't hate it, but I'm not in love with it yet. And the reason I'm not in love with it yet, I love the fact that they want to try and get more days where the track is open, right? As a business, you have something that could be open on any given day for any sort of racing in a sense. Now you're just adding another racing avenue for people to rent the track, right? So I get that and I can appreciate that, right? Where it's located, that's where I'm kind of hung up, especially with the fact that it's going to go down what I've heard from like the concessions, pit concessions, all the way down into the North 40 and then kind of slow off kind of into the field. Like, I'm not a dragster, I'm not a drag racer. I don't know how the setups are all supposed to be. I know there's walls all around and stuff like that, but like they have a lot of walls perpendicular to where the track is running, like specifically that tech entrance area. They have that perpendicular wall. So like, how are they going to manage just in case somebody wheel spins or gets out of control that
But
they
I thought it's starting after that, like down towards where Dad's old pit where it was. I think that's where the trees are going to be.
I have no idea.
From my understanding, I thought that that's where it's going to be. It's not going to be like right where the concession stand is where it's going to start. From my understanding, it was a little bit further down, like even past the that tech lane right there. It's like it's going to be further down that way is where it's like going to technically be the start line.
Yeah. Well, people that are more informed than us watching currently, let us know where is the start line going to happen with that drag strip, because that's where my confusion. That's the only like balk I have at it was that, right? Because like I love the idea of getting people off I-25, especially after the races, and people are slowing traffic down. And the last thing you want to be doing at 10:30, 11:30, midnight, when you're trying to just go home and go to bed, is all of a sudden you got 50 or 60 hot rods and race rockets and stuff like that coming up and slowing you down just so that they can drag race for like 600 feet, right? Like, I hate that. So hopefully that like gets people off the street doing that. I mean, they'll probably do it anyway, but it's just another avenue for people to just go get their adrenaline rush outside of causing possible accidents on roadways, right? So I like the idea. I'm not against it. It's just more of the setup part is where my confusion sets in. So let's see.
Yeah, it's supposed to start about where the tire shed, past the tire shed right there. So yeah, so it's not going to be like on pit lane.
Okay. Well, maybe that's where staging area starts then.
Kind of like no, past that.
No, I know, but like staging for other cars to be lined up to then be the next in line to run. You know what I mean? So like if the start line is down where the old tire shed is, like then the road going back south into the pits, that's going to be like staging. So like get lined up.
Oh yeah. I got
start you. Like kind of like Vandermeer with the hill. It's got that longest hill. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what that is.
Yeah, but I personally I don't think it's a big deal at all. Not one bit. Totally indifferent with it. If they want to do that, I think it's a good idea. I mean, you need to have the racetrack open more throughout the year. And they got to earn money. I mean, it's a business decision, and they've invested so much in this place. You know, you talking to Chad about a lot of the various things that they put in that nobody really even knows about.
Yeah.
You know, with the plumbing and stuff like that, those are huge investments that they have to start getting they have a really good return right now, but it's only on Saturdays. They don't make a ton.
And occasional Sundays with like the drift cars and monster trucks, but that's only a handful.
But private practices, you don't make nothing. You're not making anything on that. So it'll be really interesting, and I hope it really takes off for them with this whole investment of doing the street racing idea. You know, because again, you're still in the beer and hot dog business, and you're in the entertainment business with this, not necessarily anything other than that. That's where you make your most money is selling hot dogs and beer. So I hope that, you know, with this setup that they're able to capitalize on those opportunities as well with this like street racing thing, to where they can start to get or earn a little bit more back from what they've invested into it. So
Yeah.
it's
I
never
just,
gonna what?
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was saying it's never gonna interfere with what we got going on Saturday nights.
Right.
You're gonna have your ample opportunities to get out there and go do some practices and stuff. I love the setup and the new team and everything that's in place right now with Cindy, and I haven't gotten a chance to actually talk to the new general manager there yet. But I love the fact of what they're doing, and I love Cindy to death, and I'm sure we're gonna really like this new general manager as well. But to see what they've been doing to this place, it's awesome. I mean, it shows that you want more people to enjoy the racetrack, because what ultimately happens is the city of Daytona will never shut that place down. At that point, it will stick around forever. If you have people that come in there and generate revenue for that place more than once a week, it won't go away.
Yeah.
So that's the point you kind of have to look at it from.
Yeah. Two things. First thing, I loved when they first announced it with that video. All the Bannerman dragster racers, like, oh my God, you got to make it a quarter mile long or half mile long. That way we can bring our top fuel cars out and
I know,
a burnout pad and oh my God. I was just like, people, did you not listen to the video? It's not going to be a full drag strip. There ain't no way you're getting a top fuel car running down that lane. This is not what it's meant to be for. It's not a competition for Vandermeer when they do the Hudson deal.
They were talking about dusting off their old dragsters and stuff. Like, oh, I'm getting out of the garage now. I'm like, whoa, boys.
I'll get my project car finished now. Like, let's take a step back here.
You still got some time.
Yeah.
The Vandermeer folks
got those old 40-inch wide tires now. Yeah.
I will say this, that whole new asphalt through there, it's thick. Awesome. It wasn't just a top coat.
Ooh. Love the fact that when they did actually put the new asphalt in, they took that stupid fucking bump coming off the track through that little S coming into the pits. Love it. Yes, thank you. Been bitching about that since we started racing. I'm sure a lot of other people have too. So I talked to Chad at the driver appreciation barbecue, and that was one of the first things. He's like, I heard a lot of complaints about it. It came out. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
It was such a nuisance. And
because you got to go like 2 miles an hour over it when you got tie down shocks, and you're trying to get the car as low as possible on the track, and then it still hasn't come up out of the tie down, and you got to go 2 miles an hour over it just so you don't scrape the shit out of your bottom of your car.
And then you just hear it when you go over that too. You're like, fuck, there goes my paint.
Yeah, there was a cross member paint I just put on there. Guess I'll know what I'm doing on tomorrow.
Hold on, I gotta pull this comment up.
Is it thick?
Is it thick or is it thick? It is thick. It's real thick. I think it's 6 or 8 inches, because we saw a small patch of it where they had it cut out like down towards the north side. I'm not kidding. I mean, it's a good amount of asphalt. It wasn't just a top coat, resurface, nothing. It was fully replaced. So everybody knows.
There's a couple comments I could have made, but I'm gonna keep them to myself. It ain't your no typical 3 inches. I'll just leave it at that.
There he goes.
It's a man's version of what 6 inches is. So it's more like 8.
We're good with our calculations.
Yeah. Give me
a tape measure backwards. Yeah. I'll pull you out 6 inches.
Yeah, there you go.
On the dot.
On the dot. To the 64th.
To the 64th. Oh boy. We're getting canceled.
Yeah.
We're canceled now.
My other thing I was going to say when I was talking to Chad too is, and you know what, maybe this will be my green flag, black flag for you.
There you go.
Because of course we're talking about the idea of how can you keep the track open more often and generate more revenue. So I asked him, I was like, you have this wonderful beer garden. right? It's got all kinds of great memorabilia. Its ambiance is great. Figure out how to enclose it, like with like garage doors or something. Like kind of like restaurants do with their patios and stuff. They can open them up in the summer, and then in the winter or when it's cold, close them. But put an actual bar in there, and Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, open it up. Let people come in there and party, and you have gates to the track, so nobody can get into the track, right? So open it up and put some. I think they have TVs in there, so yeah, turn TVs on if there's some sports going on or races. Open it up as a bar. Do some live bands or something like that. Paul Himmler's got that new band, so bring in some live music. That's just more revenue for you.
So what's your green flag, black flag?
Is that a good idea?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes, because and I know Ray and John and a bunch of other people that have experienced this before, but I'll reference I think it's called Gas Alley or Gasoline Alley. It's up at Birch Run, Michigan, and the whole front stretch underneath the grandstands in the front stretch is a bar, and it's a really nice, high end, classy bar, and it's open year round. It's open every day, year round, and it brings people in, and they have all kinds.
They have like a biker club that comes in like twice a week, and that's like their meet spot.
And honestly, to your point, like they already have the liquor licenses, they have the partnerships for all the alcoholic, beers and all that kind of stuff. I think it'd be great. I think it would be a cheap way to be able to generate more revenue, especially year round. Like you said, you have sporting events, the Daytona 500, have a Daytona 500 party there, whatever, a snowball derby party.
You could bring in a food truck to just sit right out front. And if, that way you don't have to have anybody come in and cook food or anything. Just have a food truck show up. There's your food. Open it up as a bar. And
I mean, even in the short term, wouldn't even have to really do. I mean, you could, right? Like all it would take was a phone call to somebody. Hey, come park outside, whatever. But I mean, just open up just for the drinks, more or less. Like you said, put some garage doors up around it to enclose it for cold days, like yesterday. You got heaters and everything else, so yeah, just close it and make it a full bar, full blown. And then because there's times where, again, people go out for private practices and stuff, so you never know who might be out there practicing on any given day, and you get to watch some sort of racing right there while you're having a cocktail.
Exactly. So. Well, and then to reference with the Birch Run deal, they also, if people are out there practicing and they have that bar open, they take a school bus, they go park out front, and they give rides to people. They're like, hey, you want to go roll around on the track? If there's nobody on the track, they'll go like 2 laps around on the track. They'll come off the track, come down, pit road, and then they drive the bus through the pits, and then people can hang out the windows and scream at the drivers, talk shit to them, or whatever. But they can get kind of like a little bit of an experience. I don't think that CNS would do that, but that's just another added entertainment that Birch Run has with that Gasoline Alley. That makes it fun, right?
Yeah, so I'm all for it. I as a business owner and everything, you look for every opportunity. I think that would be a really good one. I know there's probably be a lot of people that would just go up there randomly and just have fun in the beer garden on any given Tuesday. And if it helps generate them more revenue, I mean, I'm all for it. I think massive green flag for sure.
Well, A-Rod's up for it because he said that he'd MC the beer garden events. So
there you go. You already got the half entertainment right there.
Hey, we'll bring the podcast up to the beer garden once or twice a month, and we'll
I would do that
out there, and we'll get A-Rod on there, and he can co-host with us once or twice a month or whatever. There we go.
But anyways, good green flag, black flag. We haven't done that in a very long time. We didn't do it very much at all last year.
Well, we
So
kind of didn't do it because we didn't really want to infringe on certain non-copyrighted uh, things from other podcasts, but we just kind of said we don't care. We're gonna do it.
screw it. I don't
Screw
care.
it.
It's fun.
It's fine.
Anyways, yeah, looking forward to this upcoming weekend, and then the following weekend we'll be right back there. There's going to be we got my kids racing and everything else, but what?
CJ just said I might come up a little more and just have beers with fans.
See, even better.
Involves beer. CJ's in for it. So CJ,
Absolutely.
if you come up from Penrose just to have some beers, I will show up with you. We'll sit down and have some beers.
I would do it. I'd go up there.
Yeah,
it'd be fun.
Yeah,
it'd be fun.
I think it'd be a great time.
But anyways, should I talk about my announcement?
I was gonna say, you want to talk about the life events like we talked about before the podcast?
Yeah, life events. So yeah, it's been rather crazy. I know there's been a lot of people have approached me and had questions and overheard things, but my family and we are going to be moving to Tennessee this summer. I won't be racing locally at CNS this year, unfortunately. So I just wanted to kind of put this out there so everybody heard it from me and didn't hear any rumors. So put those rumors to kind of bed. But yeah, my family and we're going to be moving to Tennessee, be with my wife and my kids. Got a opportunity, and we'd been talking about it for a little while now. I mean, let's all be real. Colorado's getting just really, really expensive, and we wanted to kind of have a little bit of a change, and there's an opportunity for us out there for work wise that we're gonna can't pass up more or less than anything else. But also, lots of racetracks around there, so there's not any falter in that as far as like taking that away from my kids. They are really into this. They love it. They love the sport. They love the community, and didn't want to take that away from them. So when we were talking about moving, we definitely wanted to make sure there was ample opportunity still for them to do some racing. But yeah, come mid-June, it's still a little ways away, but got a little over a month or so before we are going to be venturing out there. So unfortunately, like I said, you won't be seeing me race locally. We do have the race car. It is getting put together slowly but surely. We've been focusing on my kids' stuff. We've been focusing on Jake's stuff, but hopefully before we leave, we can go shake it down at CNS. And then I'm going to try and make one or two like modified a Mayhem tour races towards, hopefully in like end of July and maybe August. And then who knows? Maybe we'll see if we'll make it down to the snowball. I don't know yet. It's kind of very still up in the air what we're gonna do. But yes, that is happening. That is the life event that Jake was referring to.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird come after June, not having him around, especially shop nights and at the track and helping out, and then seeing the girls and being there with the girls with the bandoleros. But they will have a couple opportunities to race, like George said, before the end of the year. So or before my garage will be a lot cleaner and less crowded, and I'll only have one trailer to have in my backyard.
You won't have to play Tetris with race cars anymore.
Yeah, that's probably one of the worst things. It's like, working on race cars is fun and doing all that, it's fun, but then it's just like, okay, we need to get my car out. We need to get the girls' cars in here. It's like, which trailers are they in? They're in the back trailer. Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Gotta move my trailer out, and we gotta hook up another truck. And sometimes if this guy, well, maybe you're this way, I don't know, doesn't bring his truck, and then I gotta unhook my trailer, and then go hook up his trailer, and then bring it, and it takes like an hour just to move shit around. It's like, God damn it. So
That is the unfortunate part by having 4 vehicles that we have to maintain on a consistent basis. Well, 3 of them right now, but even still, we just with the 3, and well, the one's in your garage, it's just not put
yeah,
together, so it is taking up space.
right.
But yeah,
Yeah,
having to play musical chairs with race cars all the time it's a
and then
fucking pain. It
boxes
is a
of
pain.
Speedway and All-Star parts like laying everywhere, and you're trying to working on it. It's like, can we move these boxes? No, leave them there. Like, damn it.
Yeah, the old man, he no joke. So he'll pull out a bunch of tools and I spent the off season this year. We got like those foam pads for the pit box. So you could like cut out each individual tool and like put it in there and it's all nice and orderly and stuff. So when you go in the pit box and you look and there's a tool missing, it's bright red, like you know something's missing.
Yeah.
You go in there on any given like Wednesday and there's like 20 tools missing. You're like, okay, where
6 in each
the
drawer.
fuck's the wrenches?
Yeah.
Like
And then you open the garage and you're like, oh,
they're scattered everywhere. Like shit, I'm just looking for a 3/8 wrench. Damn it.
I just put all that shit away on Monday. God damn it.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's funny because so we've had some unfortunate luck, knock on wood, with my intake was leaking a little bit on Saturday practice 2 weeks ago, and so we had to repair that. So we believe we have that fixed. But in the process of putting everything back together, it's taken us like 2 days. So I start putting tools away. And then Dad's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm putting shit away. Well, I'm just going to be using those tomorrow, so you might as well just leave them out. No. That's how shit gets lost. We're putting it back right before we leave. Or when you're doing it, I'm leaving. Bye. Like, okay, thanks. All right. See you later. I mean, sometimes he stays and helps put stuff away, so I can't really totally say he just abandons. But he's old. And
No, he'll put them in a pile. What he'll do is
Yeah.
he'll like pull
he'll
everything.
pile them on the pit, on a table or on top of the pit box, and like, here you go. Like,
Yeah.
thank you.
So I worked on it. You clean it.
Yep. So,
But anywho,
yeah.
but yeah,
Well,
you'll still see our pretty faces around. We're not gonna be gone forever.
I'm not going anywhere. I will be here. I will be in Colorado. I will be racing, hopefully the whole season. That's the plan. So, hopefully everything goes good. It's gonna go good. Knock on wood there one more time. So yeah, I'll be here. So you'll see my pretty face at least. I know
And
I'm a pretty.
and we're still gonna do the show. We're still gonna do the show.
Yep, we'll still do the show. We'll just have to
I'm gonna be
read about
watching
it.
every race anyways, so
Yeah.
it's just gonna be from afar.
Mm-hmm. So at least that's a good thing to look forward to. I guess I'll just do a quick update about me. I know with last year, all my health issues going on and stuff finally kind of got better toward the middle to end of the last year. Started seeing a regenerative health physician. Feel like I gave like 5 quarts of blood like a week ago to kind of figure out what's going on. So I'm feeling better. There's days like today, just the weather and the low pressure, just aches and pains. But I have one of the biggest things with some of the test results I got back. I have an unusually high amount of lead in my blood. Don't know what it's from. Don't know how I got it. But apparently that's contributing. And a couple deficient on some of the vitamins. So got on a regimen to get that going, get better. Apparently one of them is vitamin B. I don't metabolize it quite like a normal person does, especially with having Crohn's and I guess defective liver in a sense. So I have to start taking these methylated B vitamins, and apparently once I start taking those, I should be noticeably seeing a difference. So excited about that, but health is going good. Plan on racing the whole year, and I got to throw a shout out to Jeremy Wall. He messaged me one day and was like, hey, I know you have pain in your hands. I have pain in my hands all the time. Got bad arthritis. I want you to try a steering wheel. I'm like, okay, what is it? Send it to me, and it's like a 2-inch thick uh, steering wheel that he says he loves it, and wanted me to try it, and tried it so far and feels pretty good. So I gotta give him a shout out. What?
I gotta laugh though, because you have like frying pans for hands. It looks like a normal fucking steering wheel in your hand.
Steering wheel,
yeah. You know, if anybody out there, just when you get a chance, if you ever wonder, come up and shake Jake's hand and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, he has like shack size hands. And so this, you know, he makes beer cans look small. Let's put it that way.
They look like minis in my hand. I put a 40. I put a 40 in my hand, and it looks like a 12-ounce bottle.
It's like he never got questioned when he had, you know, the tall boys in college. It just looked like a normal 12-ouncer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. So yeah, all good things coming up. And excited for the year. Can't wait till Saturday. Get back in the car and race with everybody outside or out at CNS, and gonna be a good fun night. I do believe. Did we lose him again?
Oh boy.
Oh, there you are.
I'm here.
You had this like weird freeze to you. It looks like you were like trying to go scratch your face or something.
Probably. But anyways, okay. Yeah. Updates on just kind of some life things there we wanted to share. But overall, want to thank you guys again. Go ahead.
Well, just seeing CJ's comment here, open wheel showdown ? I did see the post today that the open wheel showdown has extended some of the series entry lists. So if you're anybody out there that is on the waiting list for one of the series, I think they moved modifieds to 75 now. The super mods, I think, did they move them to like 30 or 50 or something?
I think they just
not 50. I think it was like 30. And there was another one that moved it to like 60.
Posted it because I was in a. We did we did register at least one of our cars for the the backup plan. I don't even know what they call it, but the wait list. Yeah, thank you. The wait list. So we are going to try. I think there's only a few entries left, and then once it's capped, this is it. Like, they're not going anymore. So yeah, it's capped at 75 for modifieds. Wing sprint cars, they're going to do 70. 60 non-wing sprints. There's going to be 50 legends. They're going to do how many is that? 35 bandos, and then 35 super mods. That's the cap.
There you go. So if you're out there and in one of those classes that they up the entries a little bit, definitely go in and get your registration done, because I know when we put ours in, you didn't pay or anything like that. You just put your name in, and they contacted us via email and was like, hey, if you're interested, go and do the register and make your payment. So it's a
holy
topic
of somebody who signed up for the modifieds. I'm just going through the list. Kyle Purvis is on the list.
Ooh. If he brings that car he ran at the Snowball, that ain't gonna be legal. Well, it's an open wheel showdown. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what the rules were for the open wheel showdown, but if he brings that car specifically, I don't think he'll make it through tech on that.
There's some people from back east that are going to make their way, so that's awesome.
There we go.
Awesome.
Okay.
The competition just got that much more stout.
People are gonna have to park at Nellis. Yeah, no shit.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're gonna put all them cars. I really don't.
They're gonna have to take out that section right in the middle of the pits when you first walk in, right there, with all those like trailers and storage things. Like, yeah, they're gonna have to take all those out and move them,
Oh.
because there ain't no way, if they're adding that many more people and they go to the cap, which they probably will, there ain't no way you're getting all that many people in there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a cool show regardless. I hope we can make it out there. If not, I mean, it's going to be a badass show to watch. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'd like to just go at least just watch it again. I think it was fantastic going back there last year. I had a great time. I know the kids had a really good time too. So
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anywho,
But anyway, yeah, good first show.
Yeah.
I think we had a lot of good topics, a lot of laughs. We definitely want to bring more humor to the show. So hopefully our stuff like that, hopefully you get a good kick out of that. We will be kind of start getting a lineup together for interviews. I know Mr. A-Rod on here. We'd love to get you on. So Saturday you'll be seeing the both of us. So don't run away after the pit meeting if you're there. But yeah, we'll want to talk so we can get you on the show. And then some other people to talk with and get to know everybody. So that's why we do this. We like to have fun with it and bring more light to short track racing and local racing here in Colorado, and excited for the 2026 season.
Likewise. I couldn't have said it better myself, but I will leave with this. Thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate the support you guys show every single season as we do go through this venture of the podcast and live broadcasting. So, and thanks for bearing with us and technical difficulties. Still can't figure this stuff out all that well. So it is what it is, but we'll look forward to seeing everybody at the racetrack this weekend. Come up, say hi, come shoot the shit with us. We will be there and looking forward to it. So be safe. Everybody keep their heads. Lot of laps to be had. It's double feature night, so there's a lot of opportunity.
There's a long season ahead, so
don't wreck it on the first night.
Yeah,
be patient.
Keep the car count to the end of the year.
Yes, be patient out there. That's for sure. So thank you again for tuning in. For me, that's all I have for you guys, and really looking forward to seeing you all next week. So, Jake?
Yeah, no, I don't got much more to say. Just everybody be ready, be excited, have a good rest of the week, and Saturday will approach very quickly. So we will see you all on Saturday and have some fun and be safe, and that's about it.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for tuning in to Hitting the Chip. This is Jake and Jordan. We're signing off. We'll see you guys next week. See ya.